You're watching David's Grand Sports Report.
When you call for just any ambulance service, you never know what you might get. But when you call Vital Care at 423-562-9370, you'll get an experienced staff, experienced and professional people who know what the word emergency really means. Don't just trust anyone. You do have a choice when it comes to ambulance service in this area. 562-9370. Last year was a beautiful day for golf at the greens at Deerfield for the first annual Dare Golf Tournament. Not so this year. It was cold, windy, and not the most perfect conditions for the event, but 9 teams showed up and competed for the fun of playing and hopefully winning the second annual Dare Golf Tournament. Davenport Construction, Hollingsworth Market, First Volunteer Bank, La Follette Utilities Board, La Follette Mine Supply, B&M Tire, Dixie Roofing, and Cross Smith Funeral Home, and yes, WLAF had a team in the event. Bill Siebert, Tony Brown, Barry Stratton, and John Stanford made up the WLAF golf team that played Sheriff's Dare Golf Tourney at Deerfield and were playing pretty good considering the conditions. They didn't go with my picks though for the team from WLAF. Bill Waddell, Bunny, Honeybee, and me. The team that brought home the gold though was B&M Tire. Second place went to Dixie Roofing, and third place was won by Cross Smith Funeral Home. Some good golfers were out there, but they'll tell you it was just too cold, too windy to fully concentrate on golf, but at the same time, they won't make any excuses like I would. They know a bad day on the links beats a good day at work any day. Jacksboro played Kerrville, Christian Academy played Elk Valley, and La Follette Elementary played host to Valley View, but we found ourselves at Jacksboro as they played host to the defending conference champion, the Cardinals of Kerrville Elementary, talking about elementary school basketball, which is in full swing, and it was very evident Thursday night at Jacksboro Elementary School as a packed house saw the defending conference champion Lady Cardinals defend their crown against the Lady Eagle team that had the height advantage but didn't seem to take advantage of it all night long. The girls' game went into overtime with the Lady Cardinals winning 19-17. Leading the way for the Lady Cardinals was Alyssa Brown, who had 11, and Carly Savage had 4 for the Lady Cardinals. It was Abigail Garner with 6 and Cameron Castleberry, who also had 6, to pace the Lady Eagles. With 2:20 left on the game clock, the Lady Cardinals took a 17-14 lead as Alyssa Brown hit a shot and got fouled and made her foul shot. But with 1:20 to go, Cameron Castleberry hit 2 big free throws to pull within 1 to make it 17-16, and at the end of regulation it was all tied up at 17 all. Only 2 points were scored in the overtime period, and Kerrville Elementary made them to win it. In the boys' game, it was a little bit more high scoring. At the end of the first quarter, Jacksboro was ahead 9-7. At the half, Jacksboro was ahead 21-15. At the end of 3, the Eagles were ahead 32-24. But when the final horn sounded, the Cardinals won 45-40. And I've not still yet been able to figure that one out. In another very good ball game, though, the Cardinals were led by David Bates with 10 and Matt Dobb had 9. The Eagles were paced by Isaac Martin, who dropped in 15 down low and from the line. Riley Faulkner, our cross-country runner, had 12 points. Kerrville will host Elk Valley next Tuesday night at home, and the Eagles will try to pick it up at Jellicoe. Valley View traveled to La Follette Elementary and lost both games to the homestanding Owls last night. We'll just say it wasn't a good night for the Bobcats as they lost both games. Christian Academy was at home against Elk Valley. We didn't get any results at the time of this sporty was taped, but we do know that the Warriors are playing very well, and we'll check back on them next week. Working their way to the playoffs are the Cougars of Campbell County. We spoke with Justin Price about the upcoming game with the Beavers of Carnes. Winners have only one game this year, but have been competitive and can beat anyone on any given Friday. Justin Price knows this all too well, and here's what he had to say about the Beavers.
Yeah, they're a lot better than their record is, and a lot of coaches say that a lot. Try to keep your kids motivated, but true, when you turn on the film and you kind of look at their schedule, they've played a lot of teams close this year. Including Powell early in the year, played Clinton very close. So they're coming in, and it's their last game of the year. Right. They're not going to qualify for the playoffs. They're 1-8.
They want to make a statement.
Yeah, they want to come in and make a statement. I'm sure they got a group of seniors that want to go out with a win. So we're going to get their best effort, and I think our kids are prepared for it. It's senior night for us, so it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a cold night, but it's going to be a very exciting night for football.
We also talked about playoff scenarios. Now, he really didn't want to talk about all that, but after we got him in a headlock and held him down, he relented, and here's the coach and what he had to say after we let him back up.
I want to talk about, and I know you don't like talking about this, folks, but the fans have been asking me, all three of my fans, Jason, have been asking me, okay, talk a little bit about the playoff scenarios and everything. Of course, now, Coach, it's very conceivable, and I want the fans to think about this too, that you guys could finish the season 2-0. You play at home tonight. You go to Powell next week, which is hurting. They're very down right now. And it's very conceivable that you guys could finish out 2-0. Talk a little bit about the playoff scenarios, and don't predict anything. I'm not asking you to.
Yeah.
But just talk a little bit about that.
Oh, yeah, the coach talk in me really wants to say we're just focused on Carnes beating 1-0 this week.
Say, shut your mouth, Justin.
But, it is an exciting time for us to be in the conversations of playoffs and stuff like that. And, they come out with the standings every week on TSAA. You can check them out there. But it changes a lot every week the way they do it now. It's only the top 2 teams in the district are guaranteed a spot. Then there's a bunch of wild cards.
Right.
But, the way it's looking right now, it looks like we're going to host our first game. And whether we finish 7-3 or 9-1. But, based on finishing 7-3 or 9-1, your opponent obviously is going to be a little bit different depending on what your record is.
Right.
So it's, we just got to take care of business. And if we can finish out winning every game, which is what our goal is, then I think we'll set ourselves up to hopefully to get that first round opponent, then maybe stay at home for a couple rounds.
Now, if you're not going to the game Friday, you can watch the game live on only one place, www.1450WLAF.com. That's the WLAF Sports Network. Log on and click the helmet, and you won't miss a thing. That'll be senior night tonight. Bring a coat, because it may get cold. See, I do talk to Jim Freeman and Big Josh Etter sometimes. Lunch or dinner time is a great time to call Papa John's Pizza. Hey, how about when the Cougars are playing at home against Carnes tonight? You can watch it on the network and have your pizza right there and eat it too. Better ingredients do make better pizza. Call Papa John's right now at 562-7272. Calvary Christian Academy. Quality academics and biblical character. You can receive both. All the things you want in a school for your child. Grade levels K through 12. Phonetic-based reading, individualized curriculum, diagnostic testing, character building, and biblical principles. For more information, contact Calvary Christian Academy, 2139 Jacksboro Pike, P.O. Box 1402, La Follette, Tennessee. Phone 423-562-7267. 423-562-7267. Okay, here's some things coming up. Campbell County Soccer League is still going on up at Ken Snarley Park. This Saturday at 10 o'clock, winding their way down to the playoffs, and we'll get up there and cover these little guys, these future Cougar and Lady Cougar soccer players. Sunday, October the 27th, will be the banquet for the Campbell County Youth Football Association at West La Follette School, starting at 3 p.m. That's this Sunday. October 31st is going to be the second annual Halloween Bash at Jellicoe High School for the basketball team, starting at 5 p.m. And then on November the 5th, the Blue Devils will scrimmage the Cougars at John R.W. Brown Gymnasium, starting at 6 p.m. for the girls' game and 7 p.m. for the boys' game. And all that's to benefit Toys for Tots, so just bring a toy and they'll let you in free of charge. Alrighty, I guess that's all the local sports I've got for you. I thank you for being with us. You guys stay tuned. There's lots more to come right here on WLAF.